mean, it's wordplay. This ain't to make friends. Now, as we said at the beginning of the episode, we have the Foreign Umbrella Regime in the building.
Yes,
we got
sir.
my guy Torin here, and we're going to interview him just so y'all can get to know him a little bit better. Now, we're going to go back and forth like we did the last time.
Yeah.
My first question, bro. Why music? Why the music game? It's a lot of shit you can do in this world.
Nah, it ain't.
You don't think so?
I ain't good at shit. Yeah. Period. I ain't good at shit. Like I ain't got the passion for nothing. I ain't got the attention span to do nothing else but music. And then I started doing it because 2016 was a fucked up year for my family. My uncle got killed, my cousin died, and then my pops got sentenced to the feds. So I tried to do something to uplift my family, basically. Because ain't nobody knew that I rap.
Okay.
Nobody. Like, only this nigga and a couple of my brothers knew I rap. Like, we a freestyle and shit like that, but nobody knew I rap. So it was basically a surprise. I was trying to uplift spirits, basically.
Okay. Yeah, so with your last EP, when we was going over, we was listening to that shit. I noticed you got an ear for older samples and shit like that, and I thought it was dope.
Yeah.
You being the age, 25?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you go back and pick those bigger beats instead of going for, like, you know what I'm saying, the normal club shit like everybody else do?
Because that shit bring chills to me, basically. It's like a feeling. Like, Soul Tape, Fabulous.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite tapes.
Soul Tape 3 fucking got me through some hard times. That's when a lot of shit started going down.
Yeah.
And that shit, it like the soul is like just the instrumental alone did enough, but the words that went behind it fucking gave you the game to keep going forward and shit. So that's what I try to do. I try to put game in my verses, and then I try to keep it entertaining at the same time. But I know people go through real shit, so I try to give them the real shit. I know people feel like they're alone and shit, because I do sometimes, so I try to let them know, like.
And you know, I always say with older music, it's a mystique with it, because we didn't live in that time. So I kind of, when I'm listening to it, I try to imagine what life was like at that point.
Yeah, it paints a way more vivid picture.
That's why, like, when it come to like my favorite albums, American Gangster being my favorite album.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, definitely.
Because it embodied the time.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
for him, and not to be him, to embody Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So and that's what I think, you know, one of the things that draw me to the records, because I'm like, damn, like, these beats hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like you get that feeling, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna get into the music, because that shit hard. But my next question would be, and I know you talked about not being influenced by the current situation in music, but everybody, I feel like in music, if you do music, you have influences, and who are those for you?
Fabulous, Nipsey Hussle, Currency, Rick Ross, Payroll.
Nick, that is a hell of a list, my nigga. Because it's that last one. It's like, huh?
What you mean hard? Payroll, he talks some real shit.
No. Pay talk that shit. Don't get me wrong.
No, but it's well rounded though.
It is, because
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it. You got to have.
It satisfies different tastes.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
and Pay does a lot of the older samples. Like that. What was that? 10 Commandment shit?
Oh yeah, 10 Stack Commandments.
I thought that shit was an abomination. I'm being honest. I thought that shit was not good.
I ain't think that was his best.
And I listened to that shit, bro. Like, and I'm, you know, because when it come to Detroit artists, I try to like your shit.
Yeah.
But I could not. I'm like, bro, this shit is like, it was nerve wracking at first, because every single song was a sample.
Pay face, bro.
I was like, bro, that's the type of shit that made me not listen to the next one. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was that bad to me. And I've been fucking with them boys since You Lying.
That's a long
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a long
I've
time.
I've been fucking with them boys since the Howard Johnson. And only a handful of niggas know about the Howard Johnson. That's what used to pop the parties off. You feel what I'm saying? Is to get their shit off that way.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So
I fuck with Payroll. He got so many fucking classic projects. His shit helped me get through some hard times too. Like, as far as the what was that? Stack Season. That shit helped me get through some shit.
You sure they got nothing to do with it because you were Finkel? You from Finkel?
That too. Like
Okay.
seeing the
I
motherfucker.
just had to clear that up.
No, seeing the motherfucker come from that shit. That's some real shit too. But he talks some real shit. He talks some shit that most motherfuckers in the city don't talk. For real.
Yeah, I like Pay too. With you doing a lot of music, like more so now, is it harder to like are you choosy with the people you work with as far as like with features and producers, or do you kind of lock in with a certain core group of people?
It depends on if the song good. I can rap about anything, but if the
No,
song
I'm talking about your personal preference though.
It's probably core people.
Core people.
Yeah, my core people. I fucks with my boy Sev, Breeze, Keys, Swine, all the motherfuckers.
Okay.
I fuck with my core people, but I don't really like kicking
That's a good core group though.
Cause look, I don't really like doing features and stuff like that. Cause it's like I don't really want to taint my message and trying to fit what other people trying to say and stuff like that.
Yeah, because that was my second part of the question. Like, if you do features with people, do you like to bring them into your world, or do you like to like go submerge into what they trying to do?
It's both, cause I'm new to the shit, so I try to like tap into other people's shit, cause I know a lot of shit.
You can put it in.
Yeah, so I can fit in a lot of places. So I try to tap my brain and shit like that. So I try to go into other people's worlds, and then I try to bring them into my world and all that stuff. So I like doing both. Yeah,
that shit. I mean, now with the landscape of rap now, like with people like Cole, who kind of do his own thing on the record, I think it's being more acceptable now. You don't have to kind of, if it's a party record, as long as you ride the beat properly, you can pretty much say whatever the fuck you want to say. It's on you because people already know what bag you jumping out of anyway.
Yeah, when they hear the song come on.
Cole is one of them people that I feel like has made it okay to be yourself.
I feel you. I agree.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody else, that motherfucker made it okay for you to be yourself.
Him and Kendrick. I think Kendrick have too.
I was gonna be myself regardless. Like when I stepped into rapping, it was just like I was gonna be myself regardless. It's like either you fuck with it or you didn't. Don't. The whole thing was, I remember this shit exactly. I dropped 2 songs, December 20th, 2016, and it was like Breakfast was me rapping soulful beat. It was on Fountain of Youth, Rick Ross beat, and that was like more of a personal record. And then I dropped She Wanna Dip. That was like a party record. That shit, it was good at the time, but it don't last well over time. But Breakfast, like, that shit got more views than She Wanna Dip because it's like, it's more relatable. People are gonna tap into that. But at the time when I dropped it, I'm like, I ain't think nobody was gonna fuck with it. I was just doing it because that's what I wanted to do. So then I seen people picked up on it. I'm like, okay, so as long as I keep doing what I want to do, motherfuckers gonna latch to it.
That's what I noticed over time. Like, if you put out a good product, it might not catch on right then. Yeah. But if it's good, somebody gonna get it eventually. And when they do, it's just gonna hit the ball running. I mean, hit the floor running.
Yeah, that's why it lasts longer.
Yeah, it do.
That's why I don't trip, because motherfuckers be talking about people that do one hits and all that shit. Oh, this whack, they do this, they do that. It don't matter. Like, as long as you do what you want to do and you got an audience for your shit, what you mad at them for?
Man, facts.
They didn't fucking appease the crowd that fucking was gonna pay for the bullshit. Like, you got a message, keep doing you. Like, you gonna have people that actually want to listen to what you saying. So
for real, I think a lot of people
gonna last longer.
I think a lot of people get mistaken by comparing themselves to people that's higher up.
Yeah.
So when they measure themselves, they always feel like they coming up short. But for you making strides in your career. So be happy with that. You can't compare yourself to Drake.
Man, I'm telling you, when I got my first 100 views on SoundCloud, I was happy.
For real.
When I got my
for real. It's like that. We was like the same thing. YouTube.
Yeah.
We got that first 100. We like,
that was like going platinum.
That
was like going platinum to me. When I got my first 1,000, I felt like I went double platinum.
For real.
The fucking up to date too. People fucking comment on all my Instagram posts and fucking YouTube that I never met. Yeah. That shit was like, oh shit, like people actually fucking listening to what I'm saying. Like, that's good enough for me. As long as I know I'm doing progress, it ain't nothing for me to like step into somebody else shit. Exactly. I don't want to do nothing else nobody else do. I'm just gonna give you my story. That's it.
That's a good shit. Now, everybody as an artist, whether a creator, period, everybody had their own process. What is yours when it comes to creating? Like when you got a beat, like how do you know what direction you gonna go in with the record?
It depends on if I bop, do the little woody whoop. I might have some little do, have a little flow with it and all that shit. But if I feel that shit and it give me chills and shit, I'm going straight to my soul.
Okay.
So is that like a hole in the wall or a basement or?
Oh no, I got my own shit. It's at the crib.
No, I'm saying like, but everybody, I can't create
in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He kick everybody out. Nobody can.
I do it by myself. Like I record myself, all type of shit. Like for the most part, but
that's how I used to do it too.
Yeah, before that, like I be in a. We started at a trailer. Me and Sev, that's where we started recording, and then he moved, and then we was recording in the basement, and then I got my own shit. Matter of fact, I have my own shit, but he showed me how to record myself. So I just started recording myself, because, you got to find your lane. You got to figure your voice out. You got to figure out different patterns and all that type of shit. So I got my own shit before I even started rapping. So I was just like, he showed me it, so I just started
going off of that.
Yeah, experimenting and shit. So
yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So if you can pick one song to encapsulate like you as a person, what would you like suggest for somebody who never heard your music before?
I got a lot. I don't know.
That's a good fucking question, Jay.
Definitely, because I got wherever the soul at. Like, you can go to my first song, Breakfast. You go to FUR Inc. Up to Date 2.
I think those two are the ones.
Yeah, the Up to Date 1 and 2.
Up to Date 2. You want to know about me recently? Go to Up to Date 2. If you want to know some shit last year, go to Up to Date, the first one.
I think Up to Date. In the visual aspect of it, I always tell people that we live in a visual world now.
Yeah.
And your visuals are very important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people see it. Like, that shit look... And if it look up the part, niggas like, oh, this shit fire.
Fire.
Right.
Then the song could be trash, but if the visuals there, they're like, this shit hurt.
Yeah.
Your teasers,
and the beat
bro,
good
when
enough,
you was
like,
teasing that shit before you dropped it,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the teaser like that sample, bro.
I'm glad
It's just it's just so soulful.
When I played that particular record at least 12 times back to back.
Damn,
Yeah, me too, bro.
Because I'm like, what the... Like, anytime I hear a song that I like instantly, I'm like, man, hold on, bro. There's something wrong with this shit, guy.
I'm glad y'all
he got the butters right now, nigga.
Because the whole thing was up to date. Like, I know people ain't got a long attention span for people that don't really know. Like, I ain't no big fucking name and all that shit. Yeah. So, I posted the video coming out.
You a big fucking
Claim
name.
it.
Claim that shit. You that guy. Don't do that. Like, I tell people all that time, talk your shit, get your shit off.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world where ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
Right.
Niggas hate.
Yeah.
So get your shit off. You are a big artist. You that nigga.
Yeah.
We critique niggas hard. We heavy with niggas, and we fuck with you instantly.
That's
like,
real
oh,
shit.
That's it.
That's real shit. That's the whole thing, though. I know everybody ain't got the mindset as y'all. So when I did the trailer, that was like 2 or 3 days before I dropped the song, because I know, like, when they see this, they gonna want to hear that shit immediately. Yeah. So I dropped that shit like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, you did. It did its thing. That promotional.
The response was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. That shit, it got me to fucking drop my first project. That was my first project on streaming
on the platforms.
Yeah, that was my first project, because people, like, I didn't record shit until people respond. I made that shit in a week, 4 songs and all that shit. So I made that.
So did you feel pressure to do it though? Like, you like, man, I gotta do something.
I made it because, like, I wanted people to, like, keep listening. Like, it's more than just one song that you're gonna get from me. I wanted you to, like, oh, like, he not just one song.
He got a vibe. He got a vibe.
Like, this is some real shit behind what I'm saying. Like, I go through the same shit as y'all. I just want y'all to keep listening.
That shit hard, bro.
I like the fact that you made a concise project. Like, all the beats sound like they were supposed to be together. It wasn't all over the place, especially
I like
when
401k too.
Oh,
yeah,
hell
me too.
yeah.
Really
That's what's
like
up.
Yeah, I like that shit too.
To be honest, I thought that shit was going to be, like, a big song. Like, 401k. Because I know, like, I don't want no 401k. I'm trying to get the fuck out this bitch. Like, fuck working for a motherfucker. Like, that's some bullshit. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. They'll let you go in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about you getting your fucking cheese, doing what you got to do. I made everything I do off of fucking 9 to 5.
9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So, nigga, you can do the shit too. You just got to get your motherfucking plan down and go foot running. Exactly. Like that's the whole thing. I'm trying to get people to fucking boss up, basically. Like that 9 to 5 shit, they don't give a fuck about you. Fuck a 401k. I'm trying to get a meal.
All right. So I got something personal. I got a personal question. Did I ask the last one or you did?
No, you good. Go ahead. I'm out.
If you couldn't rap no more, like you couldn't, what would you do?
I'd be trucking or some shit.
Driving? Trucking?
Yeah.
Trying to Jason Statham on a nigga?
Yeah, I'll be buying houses and doing that type of shit. I'm getting my mom out the hood. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I got to get my mom out the hood. I wouldn't have rapped if I didn't think I could get my mom out the hood. That's the whole thing. Like, I gotta get her out of there. Since I was a kid, you know, like the whole Mother's Day thing and shit like that. I used to want to get my mama in the suburbs and all that shit and all that. Like,
bruh, that never changes.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell
I'm 30
no.
years old and I'm still on tip. Like I gotta get my mind right.
I got
Me too.
You feel me?
I got her out the hood, but
she sacrificed too much.
I need to get her out of Michigan. I want her to
get
see
you
some
out of
nice
that
shit.
job.
Exactly.
My
That's
mama
the
ain't
whole
never
thing.
even really been
Vacations,
around.
all that shit.
Her first time being on the plane was last year going to my wedding.
And she freaked the
Yeah.
fuck
And
out.
she freaked the fuck out.
Shouts out to your mama though.
Hell yeah.
she made it.
They sacrifice a lot, dog.
Yeah, for
So
real.
I got that got to be the first person you get.
So the goal never changes, but the direction did.
Yeah.
Will like if you couldn't rap.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her out of here. Like she gonna be on the birds.
That's some stand up shit. You know what I mean? And that's
most
the shit
definitely.
that when we ask questions like that, you know, we want people to really relate to you because everybody going through the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what picture they paint on the gram or on Facebook or on Snaps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through something.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But the era we live in is where motherfuckers, it's like blasphemy if you talk about it. It's
Fuck
like,
that.
You know what I
You
mean? It's
gonna get
blasphemy
all
if you be
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, now
already
granted, I don't need to know your personal business online.
Yeah.
But don't come on this bitch like everything all peaches and cream.
Because it ain't,
Yeah.
bro. This
You got to show everybody the full aspect.
Because everybody going through something. So you mean to tell me you the 1 in 7 billion motherfucker that just everything just rolls.
But if you
up
smart,
between
you
over
will
there.
utilize that because everybody going through something. So if you speak on it, then you're relating to a lot of people.
Right into a lot of people. But you got some people that still won't even like the post if you say some real shit. They're like, no, I don't want nobody to think that I'm
Right.
feeling that.
man,
people
there's so many people that do that shit.
because
like,
people, what we talk about, getting over yourself. You know that saying that you be in your own way?
Yeah.
Once you get over yourself,
Yeah.
You take over the world.
you could take over the world. Like the nigga Fat Boy SSC. I always use him when I talk about that. Like this a ugly fat nigga.
Yeah.
Facts. But that nigga comfortable with himself to take his shirt off and
Do all.
and be all in the nigga face like that. He got over himself a long time ago. And look where he at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now he ain't up, but the nigga up enough.
He up.
Right.
He made a situation better.
He made his whole situation better.
The whole thing what Pac said, like Pac is one of my biggest influences. He said, I might not change the world, but I'll spark the brain that'll change the world. I remember hearing that shit when Tupac Resurrection came out, 2002. I cried like I knew like this nigga and shit. Like, why this nigga had to die? Like that shit, always felt like I was going to be
That's
the
why
one.
he had to die. I know it's funny that you said that, like why this nigga had to die, but that's why he had to
To
die.
inspire the next generation.
I always felt like I was going to be that nigga. Like, I'm going to change the world. Like, I always felt like that. I ain't
So that
know
mean the
how.
message worked.
Yeah.
I hope so.
It definitely
I
worked.
mean, he inspired a lot of people though.
He did.
Yeah.
He inspired a whole generation.
And fucking whole last year, bro, I was listening to fucking Me Against the World, man. Talking about lately I've been really wanting baby so I could see a part of me that wasn't always shady. That part was stuck in my head all 2018. What happened? I ended up getting my girl pregnant. And I got a fucking baby on the way and shit. Like, that's real shit though. Like I wanted to fucking see a part of me that wasn't like always
Tainted.
Yes, like I wanted to see some shit like that. Like he spoke some real shit. It don't matter if you was in the streets or what the fuck you was doing. Like you can relate to him either way.
Yeah.
And I want to be the same way. Like
Yeah, because it project like a clean slate. Like with that kid,
yeah,
you can mold and build off of all your imperfections in your life.
exactly.
You know, Hov, like I just had one of the moments, like that Tupac moment about a week ago. I watched a little interview with Hov, and it wasn't even an interview. It was almost like a mini doc. He
Yeah.
went to 560 State, the place where he rapped about in the record, Park 96 Bricks from the 560 State. So he went to that apartment where he used to live, went on the roof, and he was looking, and it was weird as hell because he was looking directly at where the Brooklyn Nets play.
Yeah.
He literally like maybe a couple hundred yards away. He was like, "Ain't that some crazy shit?"
Hell yeah.
We used to have some crazy times on this roof.
Yeah.
But look, I'm looking at something that I own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
that shit was like if these niggas like, you know, that's alive like that don't inspire you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And for
Yeah.
like, cause people get wrapped up, and this is why I don't fuck with a lot of people, cause people get wrapped up in this makeshift shit, this materialistic shit that ain't worth shit. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And niggas don't own shit or want to own shit. Like that's power.
Yeah.
You don't want power, my nigga. You want to be a hood star.
Yeah.
You feel that attracts you.
Buying everything that depreciates. Everything.
Everything, my nigga. Nothing you own appreciates its value.
Customizing
Trying to own some
jewelry.
shit. I'm
Niggas Rolexes
Cars.
be fake out here.
yeah.
Let's
Not
be
even fake,
1,000.
but not even fake though. When you put a diamond bezel on a Rolex, the depreciating value on that bitch go down instantly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because you ain't getting Rolex diamonds. Because
Exactly.
you can't afford Rolex diamonds. Because
Exactly.
you bought a $6,000 Rolex.
But that's what I'm saying. If you know better, you'll do better. They don't know no better, bro. They just going out here buying everything they seen on TV.
Man, I used to sound. They used to think I was a hater, bro. I was like, bro, like if I'm shopping for a Rolex, I'm gonna get the one that costs $25,000. That's the one I want, the Daytona.
When I
That's
caught
the
my
one.
first rally, bro,
That
I'm
matters
copping
to
it-
me.
I'm copping it from a black jeweler that actually do some shit for the community. 'Cause
One of my
these-
little brothers about to go to school for jewelry and jewelry.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm copping from them
We
because
about to
these
get-
motherfuckers.
we about to have a drip, nigga.
It's too many motherfucking niggas that spend millions on jewelry
And give it to the
on the motherfucker that don't do shit for the community, dog. Just to
real.
flex it in the hood. So I'm trying, dog. I'm telling you, when I get the cheese, I'm copping my first rally from a black jeweler.
I'm with it.
You ain't fucking with the skate raps, huh?
Yeah, them the ones
Whoever
who
ain't
got
no
them, bro.
bullshit. Matter of fact, I'm copping whoever actually do some shit for the hood because I don't see nobody doing no shit for the hood. I don't see nobody doing no block parties. I don't see nobody fucking doing nothing.
Nothing.
They just fucking taking the money and going and blowing that shit in the strip club.
Yeah.
You don't even see Hutch in them in the hood nowhere.
I don't
They
see nobody.
I don't see them niggas shopping at Somerset. None of that shit.
You ain't.
You ain't, bro.
But they'll be smiling when you cop that rollie in your picture and shit.
That
Yeah.
paper different.
They ain't doing shit in your hood.
They ain't
Fuck
even gonna
that.
show up for no picture if you ain't spending enough.
Right.
Paper different. So, before the last question I want to ask you, because I want people to understand where you want to go. So 10 years from now, where do you see yourself in the industry?
Shit, if I get in the industry, I don't
You
give a
already here.
fuck.
Don't even trip.
I don't give a fuck if I'm in the underground. Like, as long as my music helps somebody.
That's still the industry, though.
All
Like, I know they don't. It's like because it's
Yeah.
but that's still a part of the culture. That's still the industry.
Yeah.
But as long as somebody fucking listen to my music and say, that shit made me do this shit made me graduate, this shit made me get my life together, you helped me through a tough time, I'm cool with that. I don't really give a fuck about the fucking accolades from people that don't really give a fuck about you. As long as the motherfuckers is actually going through some shit, be like, you helped me through some shit, I'm cool with that. Because that's what I do music for. What the fuck am I rapping for if I can't help nobody?
Yeah.
This shit therapy for me. I ran away from this shit for real. Like, I stopped rapping in 2014, freestyling and everything. I'm like, bro, this rap game is terrible. I'm not being a part of this shit, bro. Like, period. Then shit, the way life happened, it just fucking happened like that. Like, you can't run away from what's destined for you. So
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. So as long as I can help somebody, I'm cool with it. I'll be happy when I get off stage that somebody was like, you was spitting some real shit. So every time I get off stage and somebody say you say some real shit, I'm cool with that.
All right, so give everybody your information.
My Instagram, FUR.Torin, FUR.Torin. Facebook, FUR.Torin.
You got
Twitter.
the snaps. You got the Twitter.
Oh, Snap Young Season Guide. Snap Young
You
Season.
gotta switch it up, man. You gotta make
Yeah.
sure everything for tour. Like everybody gotta know.
Snap Young Season Guide. You probably ain't gonna follow that, but fuck it.
We gonna put them all up on the screen.
Right.
So we got you.
Twitter. Torin_pull hose. People think it's like pull hose, like getting hose, but no, it's like pull hose, like Albert pull hose, like hits.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
played for the what's that? St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, Albert Pujols. He was one of my favorite rappers. He
Oh,
had-
okay.
I mean, baseball players. He had the number 5 jersey, and I'm from Finkel, so that's 415. So
Represent.
that shit, it made sense. So yeah, Torin_pull hose.
Okay.
Twitter.
As long as your name on Twitter is that, you gonna forever have to explain. I swear to
Hey,
God,
I'm telling
bro.
you, I used to tell females that shit. They like tore pool holes. Like, no, it's a baseball player. Like,
Man, you should just have that shit on the back of your car. Like, look, pool holes. This was this means.
I got a jersey. It's Truzy though. It's number 5.
Oh, that's
That shit funny as hell, man.
It's the truth.
I
That was the
just
whole
see you
thing.
explaining that shit though. Every time you tell a nigga your Twitter.
That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Why I did it. Yeah, that's why I did it.
That's what I instantly thought, nigga.
That's what I like too.
Pool
I like
holes,
double
nigga.
entendres too. I want people to think one thing and then something else. So
Well, how is it spelled? Is it spelled pool holes?
no, PUJOLS. Yeah,
Oh, so it don't even look like it.
Oh, okay.
IN_PUJOLS.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it on MA spell.
You
like
might have to switch it to PULLHOEC. I don't know. Just
Hell yeah, you definitely gotta explain it.
man, that shit funny as
I
hell.
wasn't gonna change it though. I'm like, fuck it, bro. That's me.
I mean, it looks like a real name, but when you say it, it's pool holes. Like, hold on, nigga,
Pool
that's kind of
holes.
sweet.
That's why
Yeah,
I liked
shit.
it. Every time I heard his name, Albert Pujols, I'm like, oh shit.
Go pool holes.
I'm about to take that shit.
Do you think that there was a running joke in the locker room? Like, after everybody
be.
go pull some
That
holes?
nigga
Had
pull
to
some
be.
hoes.
No, the thing was, nigga was Cuban. He used to hit some shit out the park.
Oh yeah, he was on his Barry
Okay.
Bonds shit. He was like the new age Barry Bonds. He was steroids and showing that shit too.
Yeah.
He was on steroids. They got the nigga for steroids.
He was?
Yeah. Yep. Why you think he had that big ass head?
They always got that muscle head, bro.
Yeah.
The big heads is the dead giveaway for steroids.
It's the big heads
Yeah,
and the
hell
cotton
yeah.
ears, bro. Like the fighters be having.
Yeah.
The cauliflower ear, yeah.
Hell yeah.
My nigga pool holes.
That was my goal, bro. I wanted people to call me pool hoes.
I gotta Google this shit, bro.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't
me too. I'm Googling shit for real.
Look it up. Look at this motherfucker hitting the baseball. This nigga be licking his lips like LL Cool J and all that shit. he had all the hoes, bro. That's why he. Bro, I'm telling you, it was
Pool
perfect.
hoes.
You gotta live by your last name,
Them
nigga.
Cubans, bro.
I also for
Them
my
Cubans
last
in
name.
baseball, bro. Them niggas is fire.
Pool hoes.
I'm telling you.
All right, yo, we finna get up out of here, man. This has been another episode of Wordplay the Podcast with your host, Dre Parker.
And yeah, the host, Big J.
And my dog.
FUR.Torin. This shit was dope. Sponsored by Devil's Grip.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
What's up,
His
58?
signature drink.
Yeah.
And we out.